Hey guys, Derik Dwyer, Monster Energy Pro Circuit Kawasaki. I'm a mechanic for Cameron McAdoo. I'm going to give you a run through of his race bike. So we're going to start with the front. We have the Pro Circuit Showa A-Kit suspension paired up with the Pro Circuit clamps. We have different offsets for the clamps for different reasons, supercross and motocross. It's pretty cool. You can actually purchase this stuff. Down here we have Excel A60 rims on our factory hubs, laced up with Dunlop tires. We'll come back here, you can see we have some custom radiators. The radiators are equipped with an oil cooling system, running all the data. We like to try to get our oil at a more consistent base temperature. Works really good on this bike. It's something that we do in-house. Radiators come from specific manufacturer, custom to us. So those are actually wrapped with Samco hoses. Color's blue, always kind of been the Pro Circuit coloring for the hoses. You can get those at Pro Circuit as well. Down here on the clutch cover side, we have Henson internals, and then as you can see we have a bunch of Pro Circuit red caps, and then the brown unique color for the water pump. That's a separate unit, a little bit bigger internal when you purchase that from Pro Circuit. As you can see on Cameron's frame, he likes to run this pretty tacky Vibram grip tape. He squeezes really hard with his legs, and this helps provide that. There's some other stuff we can use too, but this is what he prefers. As you can see on the foot pegs, we sell these actually through Pro Circuit as well at the later years. They're actually titanium, so they help with weight. But they're actually super sharp, so they keep the feet on the foot pegs. And come back, we have custom carbon from a couple different manufacturers, but this is all specific to our race team. So we want to take an impact to the rear caliper. It doesn't hurt the caliper on the impact, so that's pretty sturdy. We have the Tie 6 Pro muffler system. That's something you can buy through Pro Circuit as well. The really cool thing about this bike is there's a lot of features to it that you get to run. You could purchase from Pro Circuit. It's no different than what Cameron or Austin or anybody else runs. So it's a really neat feature. Up in the front, go back to the handlebar setup and lever setup. Handlebars are Renthal 997s. On our Pro Circuit clamps and bar mounts, we have the arc folding levers. These ones are utilized so that if there is a crash of some sort, it doesn't bend or break, and we can finish our race. So our throttle tube is a Pro Circuit. We actually offer this online as well. We have the Nissan front brake, nice piece, great feel for Cameron. We have a few options that we can play around with that and give the rider a little bit different feels, whether they want it to be more progressive or right to the point. We have a little bit of that. As you can see, we run data. We got a connector here, and it runs all through. We have air-fuel ratio readings. Tells us if we have any type of hiccup, we can actually go and download, and we have a guy that will read it and then see if there's any failures of any sort, and so it gives us the feedback that we need to do to proceed with any changes. Also, if we notice something in the data and we want to change it to make up performance, we can also do that as well. And we have the shifter down here. This shifter is also another piece that you can buy through Pro Circuit. There's two different styles. There's half spline, there's a regular spline. Cameron chooses the half spline. If you look up here on the engine hangers, they're WCLs, Works Chassis Lab. They're made in California. They have numerous options. This happens to be what Cameron has chose for the season. And for our chain and sprocket combination, we run a Renthal sprocket with an XLR or RK chain. The hubs that we run at Pro Circuit, they're actually a Works hub from Kawasaki, so KHI. So as you can see, some of the carbon pieces we have is specifically for us. This is an extension for the shroud. This is so Cameron doesn't catch his boot on the top side of his boot and get stuck. Down here, this is an extension to the skid plate. This is actually removable, so you don't have to take the whole skid plate if you want to get to the water pump. That's just an added feature. We talked about the data. This is the air-fuel ratio. What this does is it throws live feed that we can download later and tell us how our bike is performing. So if it's running rich or lean, per the temperatures or altitude is a main huge thing for us to read that, and then we get our optimal performance out of it. The linkage down here, this is a Pro Circuit linkage. It's actually paired up for our rear shock, factory Showa A-kit shock. The linkage ratios are interchangeable for us. We have multiple knuckles and multiple pull rods. So Supercross and outdoors might actually have a difference. Cameron does run two different style pull rod and knuckle for the 2 series, but it's really good. It helps dial in the back of the bike and the rest of the chassis together. Yeah, so thanks for taking a look at Cameron McAdoo's race bike. As you can see, hopefully this year we can put another one of those plates on the door.